So after my first stream didn't work, I figured I'd go away, wipe my tears, and come back, have a look, see where I could buy a Logitech DD Pro from, and bizarrely, the wheel randomly started working, so I don't quite know what's going on. Hello to whoever's just joined the room, but it all seems to be working. So I figured I'm just going to carry on as I planned. Yeah, I've done, like I said, I did a few. I can't even enter one now. Did a few laps. Actually, even did a race. Didn't do very well in the race, as to be said. I've accidentally set a lap time on this American account in trying to sort it all out. But anyway, it's only a 1:38.8, so we're starting fairly close to the back anyway, or at the back. This is slightly frustrating, that bit, but never mind. But everything seems to be working now, so see how we get on. Hiya to whoever's just joined. Randomly, the wheel has started working again. I've actually managed to do a race, a load of quali, and it's been absolutely fine. So, don't know what that was all about. I'm not convinced it wasn't user error somewhere down the line, but it seems to be working now. Right there. Not driving particularly well tonight, but when you got stuff on your mind, it tends to go a bit like that. It is what it is, as they say. Oh, nearly hit the wall. Be saying a 55.3 there, really. Don't want to cross the line anyway. Don't want to cross the line. What time is it? So, I think the next one's at 10:02, isn't it? So we got 15 minutes before the next race. Probably should load a ghost, just to give us a bit of a better idea of lines, re-familiarise ourselves. Oh, hit the wall. Miles too slow. Miles too slow, but I think what I'm going to do is load that ghost. Oops. Load the ghost. Time we go. In 1 minute I should be able to enter the race anyway, so let's back out of that actually. Oh wait, bizarrely, mate, bizarrely, basically, I went away, I cried for a few moments, I made myself a cup of tea. My wife said to me, Ian, just go and buy yourself a Logitech. You need a wheel. It's your hobby. Go and get yourself a Logitech. And I came back in here, ready to tear it apart and throw it in the bin, and obviously I wouldn't have done that, but you get the idea. And bizarrely, it started working. And it hasn't stopped working since. I've actually done a race. Didn't do very well in the race. I accidentally set a lap time, which is annoying. Yeah, just suddenly started. I have no clue. No clue at all. Well, did I don't think I loaded the ghost, did I? 49,000th in the world. Rapid, mate. This is still a little bit frustrating, but that's just the buttons not quite pairing up with this wheel and the being an Xbox wheel, really. So I tend to take a bit of a long route on the first lap, try and get as much speed as across that start-finish line. Not sure it really makes a massive difference. I'm aiming for 164, 165 miles an hour across the start-finish line in this Ford GT. The Porsche is much quicker through that first sector than this car. But this is much quicker down the straight. You get a good exit off of there anyway. I'm on the McLaren wheel, mate. I'm still convinced of the issues with the QR light on the GT wheel. If I'm entirely honest. Oh, that's a penalty anyway. We don't want to do a lap time, do we? That's irrelevant, really. Just trying to remember what all the buttons do, because they all, like I said, they're marked up with all the Xbox keys. And I cannot, for the life of me, figure out how to program R1 and R2. But never mind, not the end of the world, it works. Got force feedback. And I've got buttons that work on it, the main buttons. It's a bit hot that time. That was terrible now. Terrible. Wish I could perfect this corner. It's very rubbish at it. Just 165 as we cross the start finish line. Well, brake really early there. I want to turn in too early for this one. Snip a little bit of that off. I didn't really want to do that because it slides the front end wide. This is a funny little corner, this one. Waiting for the front end to grip up. Miss the apex slightly there. Don't let the left hand wheel go off the outside of the curve there on the exit, otherwise you'll get a penalty. Yeah. That was a better exit. That was a better exit. So I started last race in 14th. I had two people who behind me who hadn't set a time at all. And I think I finished 10th. It was a little bit argy-bargy, not going to lie. Lacked a bit of confidence. I wasn't saying I hadn't turned a wheel all day. Obviously the kit had let me down as well, so bit of a slide on there, annoyingly. Set a 24.5 through there in the Porsche. It's the apex again, I think, yeah. Struggling with that corner tonight. Goes that way sometimes. I have set a very high 24.5 in this car, to be fair, but only once. But a little bit better. That one crossed the finish line. It's annoying that I can't master that corner before the back straight tonight because it's that back straight where this Ford GT really shines. Power sliding it. Let's keep going. Back end got a bit loose there. Took a bit too much of the inside of the corner on that one. Oh wow, that is a big difference, mate. I think I'm probably a couple of... I forgot to brake. A couple of attempts quicker in the Ford. I think the Porsche is actually a much easier car to drive. I'm not going to lie, but this is definitely quicker. I wasn't sure when I tried it on Monday night when I wasn't streaming, and I really struggled with this car. It's very torquey. You've tried it. I don't know if you tried it on Traction Control Zero, but it takes a little bit of taming. And you have to brake so much earlier. I think that's a bit too late here. Nearly went round on me there. 24.6, 24.7's good timing for me in the in this car through that sector. Bit of a better exit that time. I felt a bit of a better exit. Again, 30.6 for that sector. Done a 30.4 now. It's annoying I didn't record it, but in that one race I had, I did manage to do a double overtake into the first corner down the inside. I was quite impressed with that. As I say, I can't prove it because it wasn't recorded on live stream or anything, but hey ho, it happened. Yeah, I do. It's kind of an all-round car, isn't it? You go on a track and or in a lobby or something, and it's Group 3, and you think, oh, don't know what car to use here. Generally speaking, that Porsche 911, generally speaking, a pretty good choice. It's a bit about. Oh, nearly lost it. Just trying to follow that line of that ghost as best I possibly could. Still haven't quite worked out whether you're supposed to rev this car out or not. I think you need to rev it out a little bit. Oh, spun it now. Oh. Too eager to get on the power. Too eager. Oh, nearly again. It's not the nicest handling car, this Ford, it has to be said. So it's an enjoyable car to drive, but it is the quickest, so and you just can't get past. If you're in that Focus in the Porsche 911, you just can't get past down the straight, even with the slipstream. One of these. So really got a choice but to run it and learn to drive it the best you can. You can remotely keep up with the Porsche through the first and second sectors down this back straight. It's a relatively easy pass on the Porsche. I wouldn't say these lap times are worth writing home about at the moment. I think he slows it down a little bit more and then gets on the power early by the look of it through that hairpin, which I'm just not doing. Just feels like I'm going so slow already. For those of you watching, if you haven't already, if you could smash that like button, I'd really appreciate it. I don't know how many are on there. shot for me on my screen. There we go. Second race of the week. First one, annoyingly, wasn't live, but hey ho. Where are we starting this time? Oh, we're in with the A pluses again. I was in with the A pluses before. I lost DR. Oh, I'm starting at the back. Fine. And actually, the lap time I was set is about 12, which is slightly concerning. Or was it 26 I've done? Maybe it's the 26 I've done. Actually, I think it is the 26 I've done. 26, whatever it is. So I'm willing to start in 4th. Oh well. Loving the orange juice. Let's see what happens. It was actually quite a clean race. I know there was a bit of argy-bargy, but nothing. Someone did tag me at one point, and then they apologised afterwards, which is what it's all about. And waiting for me. Surprised me a bit. Don't see a lot of that these days. Oh dear. Right. Still getting. I say this every time. I still get nervous for all these races for some reason. Not quite so much when I'm at the back because it doesn't really matter, does it? But radar on. See how we get on. See if we can make up any places. A BMW in front and a Porsche in front of him. Renault. Is that Renault? In front of him. Interesting choice of cars. Interesting choice of cars. I pushed him out in. I left him room. Backed out of that. Good lad. This is basically where I was last time. You just got to try and avoid the carnage. Oh, missed the apex there as well. I mean, you can never see. I never seem to be able to take an ideal line out of there at the moment, just because of the cars around me. A lot of people with penalties here. Look how slow these Porsches are. Crazy. And boys are coming in hot behind. Bit of slipstream which we need to be mindful of. Brake nice and early. Oh. Went a bit wide in there, clearly. But it also stopped that Porsche coming round the outside behind me. So it worked out alright. Don't you try and stick your nose in there. These two guys have got penalties as well. Bit of extra rotation. Come on, grip. Oh, he's hit me. Oh, he's hit me. Oh, come on, man. That's slightly frustrating. Never mind. These things happen. I mean, like I say, this account, I'm not overly bothered by it. If it drops to a B, it drops to a B. In theory, it just means easier lobbies. I just want this damage to go. Come on. nearly lost it there, trying to look at the chat. Good opportunity to do some practice laps for a few laps anyway. See if we can make up any places. Gain like 2.5 seconds or something off this guy in front. Right, way too late there. Hopefully should have some action in a moment. Yellow flag. Slipped off the apex touch. Someone's quit, so we've gained another place. Should avoid quitting if you can. Someone else facing the wrong way there. Just that's it. Come into the line of the traffic, mate. Makes perfect sense when you face it sideways. The Porsche, I think, is actually quite hard to spin. I don't quite know how these guys are managing them to go around. See if we can navigate our way through these chaps. He wants a slipstream, so I'll have the inside, thank you. Guy in the Citroen's giving me slipstream as well. A little bit of a touch there between us. But we managed to get all 3 places there, I think, didn't we? Did 3? That's why I like fighting from the back, not because I get rammed off, I don't like that bit, but gives you an opportunity to hone your racing skills. You need to be aware of your surroundings, where all the cars are. I think it's highly unlikely we're going to catch up with Ray of Sunshine ahead. That was a bit poor off of that. We've made the top 10, even though we started at the back, and even though we've pretty much got rammed into the wall. Can't remember how far ahead this guy was last time round. That was a much better exit. Definitely gaining on him, but not enough to catch him. Oof, nearly went round. No worries, buddy. So I don't think that was too bad given the circumstances. We would have lost a bit of DR, I would imagine, but here's what it is, as they say. Really need to be finishing in the top 6, I think, for be starting from the back like that. Yeah, look, we've lost DR. But that was a good race. Don't know who it was that hit me. Literally have no clue. Save that replay. See if anyone says sorry. Yeah, be a hint, wouldn't it? I think it was one of these guys at the back here somewhere. Maybe it's Jay Collins, is it? I can't remember. Excuse me. Anyway. It is what it is, as they say. Let's go again. Anybody's joined the stream, welcome. If you could hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it. If you were watching earlier and you've come back, I don't know if Mitchell's stream is still going. I did hear him say he was going off at 10, but if you've been watching Mitchell's streams and you've come back, bizarrely, I went and had a cup of tea and cried for a moment. Spoke to my wife. She said, "Go and order yourself a Logitech, mate." Came back in here. I don't even remember if I switched it off and back on again, but bizarrely, it just started working. Annoyingly, I set a lap time accidentally. Excuse me, but it's been working ever since. No clue what it was. Don't know if it was. I'm not convinced it was user error actually, but very bizarre. Very bizarre. But we're away again now. It is annoying we got that lap time on the board. Really didn't want to have a lap time, but hey, got on the power a bit too early there. Let's retry that one. Oops. And this, by the way, is pretty much what I do on a Monday, is sit here pretty much for the whole night, trying to get as close to that ghost, follow that ghost car, get the right lines, right speed into the corner, right braking points, corner by corner, sector by sector. On the braking, you see, we should be catching up with him, and then on acceleration he should pull away slightly. Oh, I missed the apex there. That's not the place to go wide. Goes really close to the edge of the track. Oh, wrong gear. Really close to the edge of the track there. Pretty convinced he goes across the grass as well, and then just cuts back in before he brakes. This is not a particularly good lap. That middle sector was a bit poor. Don't want to cross the start-finish line. Quite enjoying working my way through the crowd, so to speak. Again, have I even set the oh no, I haven't. MR car, so I run MR cars, the brake balance 2 to the front. Just before the start of that curve there, is the braking point. That's a bit of a better first sector. Oh, that wasn't very good. Got a bit excited on the throttle there. Understeer wide a bit. Missed the apex. Trouble is, once you make a mistake, kind of lose concentration and enthusiasm for the lap. Again, I've been saying 50. That second sector time 55.3s, maybe 55. I think 55.0 on my fastest over that regional. And I'm trying to take all this information in, memorise all of the different times, as well as all the braking points and gear changes and all the rest of those things. This takes a bit of a better angle into that than I did then. Oh, slide wide, lid wide even. Five, 4, too bad. Every time I just tried to slow it down just a little bit more on the apex, see if that would help, but then doesn't like it when I get on the throttle. Not going to manage to complete this lap. Best sector I've set through there for a while. Well, the wheel had gone then for a minute. And he jumped. Oh, so I was racing this AA guy before. He's actually quite quick. I can't remember if it was is this guy or not? I think he's in the Viper. Okay. These first two are going to be a little bit difficult to get past. Jay Collins in the room again. These guys up here are just super fast. But in this one, I've been starting P3, so. Hiya, RL. How you doing, buddy? Hope you've had a good day. I was having a good day. Taking my little boy to see Santa. Took my daughters to have their nails done for Christmas, so kids were all happy. Come on to do a live stream, and it all lets me down. Bizarrely, and I cannot work it out for the life of me. I've gone and had a cup of tea, cried for a moment, come back, boom, it's all working, so no idea at all. And I'm beginning to wonder, I remember someone said the other day, is your base getting hot? But not hot. Not hot at all. Got an air conditioning unit in here. It's a little bit warm, but it's not that hot. See how we get on. It's annoying. I actually had one race without streaming just to make sure it was all working and wasn't going to pack in again on me. Did a little double overtake into the first corner, which was quite sweet, but of course can't show anyone it. Well, I think in the last race, if anyone was watching, you guys were watching, I did a triple overtake in that one. What that guy's doing out there. Being a bit mindful of him. Smoke everywhere. Don't hit him. These guys are all a bit all over the shop. Oh, I've hit him. Only gently though. Bit late on the throttle there. Wasn't sure quite where everything was because I was unsighted because of the car in front. He's hit that car. Go around. Oh, it's all kicking off. It's all kicking off. Don't go off the track. And there's the power of a Ford straight past the Porsche. Trying to hug the inside line so that he can't come up the inside of me because the brakes on the Porsche are much better than the brakes on this Ford. Hopefully I didn't just cross the line there. Oh, there's a lot of cars there, isn't there? He's got a penalty, so that's a freebie straight away. Yeah, I'm in the Ford, mate. Yeah, I'm really relieved it's working, RL, although I'm going to have to abort that one. I don't think I tagged him, did I? Cars everywhere here. We've got the pink. Oh, we've got 3 Porsches here. Where are we going to go? Oh, I've hit him. I've hit him. Didn't mean to do that, obviously. going to end up having to back out of this. Need to keep a tight line here so this Porsche doesn't come up my inside. It's unlikely he's going to get around the outside of me. So much for that freebie. I think I might struggle. I think I might be too far back. Not the best corner, but got the job done. On defensive in there just because he was approaching at rate of knots. Bit of a slide on through there. Catching the car in front, so that's always positive. Hiya Barry, thanks for joining buddy. Oh, brake way too late there. Just about survived it. What's your brake balance? Brake balance for me in this car is 2 to the front. If I'm running the Porsche, it'll be 3 to the rear. If you go on Digit Gaming and search for brake balance, he's got a brilliant video on it. I have watched the whole thing, but I'll take his word for it. He's much quicker than I am. Don't really fully understand it all, not going to lie, but don't need to understand it. I just need to know which one's best. And I know in real life it's all quite subjective. And it affects tyre wear and all the rest of it, but in these daily Bs, tyre wear isn't really a thing. Which is why I like daily B more than I like daily C. I like the consistency of the tyres, the track, the fuel load, etc, etc. And I just got to rinse and repeat 4, 5, 6 times, whatever it is. I don't think I'm going to catch these cars in front, annoyingly, unless they actually start battling. But I said we needed a top 6 finish to gain DR, and that's exactly where we are right now. Brakes a little bit earlier that time. Bizarrely, went deeper. How bizarre is that? Maybe I didn't brake fully. Chance we'll get this Porsche down the back straight. Come on, grip up. Maybe not. Didn't get a great exit off of that. don't think get a good exit off of there. And this Porsche's braking will be much better than mine. Just whack me off then, mate. No, I'm there. I'm there. You cannot just shut the door like that. I'm sorry. That is not my fault. Do I use any traction control? No. Well, been a bit bad. Do you think I was in the wrong there? Do you think I was in the wrong there? Do let me know in the chat. If you think I was in the wrong, I will apologise to the guy. But he saw me right behind him. He tried to leave me no space on the exit of the hairpin. I went down the inside. My car was alongside clearly, otherwise he wouldn't have spun out. And he left me no space. Some cars they use traction control. And it does vary. It's just slightly awkward, wasn't it? I don't know who was a hit, but was it that RS? I think it might have been that RS guy actually. My sportsmanship rating has come down. How do I open my page? Yeah, it's fine. It is what it is. Wow, fifth. Wow for fifth. Really? Don't know what that's all about. But whatever. Don't know what that's all about. Some people don't use the radar. They are, mate. I'm not sure he was dirty. I just don't think he wanted to lose position and try to cut across and stop me coming past down the inside. But you can't do it when it's too late. If you've left the door open in the first place, it's on you. If he had kept a tighter line, the reality is I would have had no choice but to go to the right, which is exactly what I would have done. Oh, I think it's on him. I do think it's on him, but hang on. It is what it is. Not going to lose too much sleep over it. I do use traction control on some cars. So the Genesis X, I will run the quali on traction control 0, and then I will use traction control 1 during the race, just because it gives me a level of comfort. I think it was Kuru who was saying it on Discord the other day. The thing about traction control is traction control only kicks in when you need it to kick in. So if you are careful on the throttle anyway, yeah, racecraft, exactly that. If you're careful on the throttle anyway, it's irrelevant whether or not it's on 0, 1, 2, 3 or whatever, because it doesn't kick in. It's only where you get a bit leery or a bit excited and you floor it when you shouldn't or whatever, that you really need that traction control. So for me, generally speaking, traction control will slow you down, but it's still quicker to have traction control on and not spin than it is to have traction control off and have your car spinning all over the shop. But it's also better, in my opinion, and a friend of mine used to always say to me, turn traction control off. I used to have all the aids on. Traction control 2, drive in line, might have even had brake assist, I can't remember, automatic gearbox, corner markers, and it's like, turn all that off, it's slowing you down. I was like, no, I can't do it without it. And when you first turn it off, you're all over the shop. Well, I was. And I was significantly slower to start with, but I thought, do you know what? I'm going to persevere with it, and here I am. I'm not the best driver in the world. I'm not going to pretend that I am. I don't think that I am at all. But I'm pretty good at this game now, and it's just through learning how to drive. It's the truth of it. Learning how to drive this game. Right, let's What have I got going on here in terms of this stuff? I like to also, no worries, mate. I like to also have the timing screen when I'm in qualifying, and I'll use this timing screen to memorise sector times. So I already know, because I've watched the replay, I think it was yesterday, of this guy, this ghost that we're chasing. I know for the first sector he's doing a 24.4. I can't do a 24.4. I have never set a 24.4 through the first sector. Set a 24.5 and lots of 24.6s, but I can't do a 24.4. I think also, don't quote me on this, I think the second sector he did a 30.4. Quite less than that. How long did it take him to get to A? That's a good question. So, how do I answer this one? Let's just pause that just for a second. How long did it take me to get to A? So, I've obviously got DD Pro, in case you haven't been following along. I had lots of problems with it. I had a Thrustmaster T300 on a little Apex rig that folded up. Used to pull it out, drag it in front of the sofa on with my 65-inch TV, stick a couple of cushions behind me, and away I went. And as I said, used to have traction control on 2, all the aids, blah 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 blah. And I never raced online. I was too scared to race online. I just raced with my mate, and we were about even. We had slipstream on as well, catch up or whatever it was called on, and so if one of us spun it or whatever, the other one would catch up. So it was what it was. And then I don't think it wasn't GT Sport. We started playing GT7 when that came out in March, whatever last year was, 22, and I think I started turning off the aids at that point. But I did all the campaign with the normal, with all the aids and whatnot on. And then started going online. Obviously, you start off as like an EB. It took me a long time, probably 6-8 months, to get to like the top of the Bs. I quite quickly was winning races because I really like qualifying, so I focused on the qualifying. Quite quickly winning races, but I think it was probably August 22. I was just on the cusp between B and A. In fact, I got into the A's, bounced back to the B's, and I was back in the A's again, and then found myself racing. I don't know if you've heard of them, but I was racing the likes of Tempo and Sabaria and a few others, and I could compete. And I thought, wow, this is great. I can actually compete with these guys. And invested in my Fanatec DD Pro in November last year. Black Friday last year, the V3 inverted pedals were down from £600 to £400. That was too good an opportunity for me to miss. Qualifying is everything. It's a difficult one, that, you know. I mean, it is. But if you notice, I'm racing on my USA account. So what I've done is I've got. Yeah, I saw that, mate, and I'm not surprised at all. You're blatantly quick enough. I don't really know what you were doing in the B category, if I'm honest. I reckon you must have just had a rough week. Question. Quality is everything. Yeah, I'm not sure. So on my other account, I've set a time that I think it was a 1:26.8. I think it is, something like that. Anyway, it's top 200, 250, something like, and that for me in a Group 3 car is really good. But I struggle to replicate it over and over again. Quality should be respected. Well, yeah, I mean, I love quality. Nice of you to join us, Cheech. Appreciate it, mate. Yeah, but then of course the trouble is you qualify so high, and it's almost unrepeatable. That then I get a bit scared about racing. Is the truth of it. So I tend to Is this Jack? This guy, Jack Malmo, or however you say that, he's proper big. They beat you in quali. They don't deserve being dived and pushed out of the run. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Yeah, we're not catching this guy. This is his alternative account. He's in the Genesis, so he's just having a little play, this guy. What rig are you running, RL? Just out of interest. I think I read you haven't got a Fanatec or a Logitech. You haven't got direct drive wheel, have you? I don't think. Because for me, these pedals, and I'm pretty convinced it is the pedals. The pedals were the thing that changed me from sort of lower end of the A's to top end of the A's stroke bottom end of the A pluses, and that's kind of where I sit. I bounce between A and A plus, pretty much, I think. Well, what's the lead to the rear, at front even. There's me radar gun. Yeah, that's it. I did look at your description of your stream the other day, buddy. I used to sweat race on time trial and sport. Oh, okay. You're pretty quick anyway, Cheech, if I remember rightly. And from what I've read somewhere else, and I can't remember why I think this, but you're on a pad as well, aren't you? Oh, we're starting at the back in this one. We'll just take it nice and easy to start off with. Well, he says as he loses it into out of the first corner. I'd like to see some new faces. I guess Mitchell has cut his stream short and early tonight. But still, nice to see you all. Recovered from my earlier tragedy of my wheel letting me down. Gonna have to bear with me, Cheech. Can't read it. I'm really crap at reading the chat while I'm driving, mate. I will try, but not when I'm in traffic like this. Gonna brake nice and early. Don't want to create carnage. Well, like that guy just opened the door for me. Look at that. That's handy, wasn't it? You're on a pad, Berry. I'm GT Omega Titan G29 on pad. I have no clue what it means. I'm not gonna lie. G29 on a pad with a GT Omega rig. I have found myself sitting here on my pad a couple of times, but that's to do the drift challenges. I find the drift challenges are much easier on a pad than they are on a wheel. Anyone else has found that? Oh, be careful, don't smack that Porsche. Should have him here. No one there, leave me room. So even though he's got the slipstream, it's not enough for him. He might have me under braking. But it's very difficult to go around the outside of that hairpin. Hi Faz. Thanks for joining, mate. We're all go again, mate. All go again. Ugh, it's bizarre. I'd almost resigned myself to having to buy a new wheel about an hour ago. It's annoying, I had to go a bit deep in there so I didn't hit the guy. And then suddenly, made a cup of tea, came back, and it was all... that's not good. It was all working. Very weird. This guy's going to cause me a problem because he's in this Ford GT, and tonight I just can't seem to master this corner at all. I couldn't remember who dropped it. Was that the guy slating, sat at a desk slating Fanatec? Because I did watch, whoever put that in my chat last, was that last night? No, it's Tuesday night. I did sit and watch it, yeah, and I agreed with him, if I'm honest. I was actually convinced, absolutely convinced, that my wheel issues are down to the QR1 light on the wheel side. Well, tried to go on the throttle a bit too early out there. But it kind of threw me, tonight when I've just come on to race. I had no issues last night with the wheel at all. Not with the McLaren wheel attached. Obviously that's a different QR1 light attached to this wheel. And then that suddenly stopped working, and I thought no force feedback, no issue. Just bizarre. And I was so cross with Fanatec. Christ. So cross with Fanatec earlier. Whoa. Leaving room. I sent them an email on Monday night. I sent them another email. Day will be on today, Thursday. Sent them another email on Wednesday, saying, "Come on, guys, this is crazy." And he tried to do the switcheroo there, but that didn't work at all. And I received an email from him this morning saying, "Before we proceed to next steps, could you give us the serial number of your boost kit?" Just not sure what the serial number of my boost kit is really, what value that's giving. Oh, well, that wasn't very good. Tried to take too much out of that. Unless there's a known issue with the boost kits and they're trying to work out if my serial number is part of the dodgy batch or something. Possible. Yeah, there is loads of people with the issue, mate, and I find that even more frustrating as well because, you know, like the video I was watching last night, that was a car company. Must have been a bit more slipstream than I realised. If that's a car company, they'd have recalled the cars, all the cars, made the modification or replaced the dodgy part, whatever it would have been. Everyone goes on with their lives and everyone's happy, right? And the reputation of the car manufacturer remains intact. Fanatec know there's this issue. They know there's this issue with the QR1 light, sorry. And yet, rather than just send everybody a QR2, they're messing around asking all these questions about serial numbers and this and that and all the rest of it. It's utter cack. Let's watch that other car. brake drag to the line. Do you know what? From the back that was, wasn't it? Did I start right at the back that time? I think I did. Quite happy with that. That worked out alright, especially while I was trying to have a chat with you guys at the same time. Maybe cheat. Maybe it is a safe mode. But no, it was really weird. It was really, really weird. I mean, I wasn't actually crying, but I was proper hacked off. And my wife said to me, make yourself a cup of tea. Calm yourself down for a minute. And if necessary, go and use your savings and go and buy yourself a Logitech BD Pro. Trying to reconcile spending another 1,350 quid on another wheel. It's a bit like, cheers guys, appreciate it. Trying to reconcile spending best part of another 1,500 quid on more kit. It's like, oh. But at least I'm going to have something that's working. That was a good race, I enjoyed that one. And we caught up with Jack. Look, we're only a couple of seconds behind Jack. I'm pleased with that. And a European visitor as well, whoever the hell that is. Interesting. I wonder who the European visitor is. Cheers, Barry. Appreciate it, mate. Yeah, so I had a cup of tea, came in here, ready to sort of unmount it from the rig and mess around with it and all the rest of it, and it was working. No idea. Maybe it was the pressure of the live stream at the time that it was all a bit too much for me, maybe. I have no clue, but I don't know. It's working, so I'm not questioning it. It's working at the moment. It worked all the last night. I'm hoping it's going to carry on working. Do we think I should set a lap time, or do you think it's more fun going from the back? I think it's quite good fun going from the back, I'm not going to lie. I mean, these guys are they're a bit maverick, but what do you reckon? So we've now got, how long we got? What we got, 8 minutes, is it? 7 minutes. Kimmy's clean alternative cap. Has he got a clean alternative cap? I like the way the guy runs ASM all the time, so that if anyone actually does whack him, it sort of straightens him up. Or is it counter-assistant steering he runs? One of them two. Actually, Barry, you were asking about aids before. How do I get to the pause menu? But in my settings here, assist settings, obviously I've got it manual. I've got traction control 0 as a default. ABS, I tried once without ABS. You soon put it back on, I can assure you. You have to have ABS. Auto drive off, driving line assistance off, braking indicators off, braking areas off, replace car after leaving track, I don't know what the hell that is, but that's off. Excuse me, ASM's off, and counter steering assistance is off. I just think runners least go for the back. Alright, mate. I'll carry on then. I just didn't want you guys to get bored with watching me keep resetting every time I get to the start finish line. I did load the Ghost, I think, didn't I? Pretty sure I loaded the Ghost. Find out in a second. Oh, I didn't. I blatantly didn't. Either that or I've pressed one of the buttons on this Xbox steering wheel that's... I'll put it on in a minute. Let's do one lap without it. So I went a little bit wide there, and the Ghost's angles through these two corners are much different to what I've just done. That's why I'm lost half a second, 6 tenths or whatever off of it. Whee! Let's just start that one again, that's rubbish. Look, when you first start out in this game, if you're like finding yourself B and E rating, don't be afraid to put those aids on. That's how you learn. When you've got a bit of comfort that you're not going to spin the car every 5 seconds. But just try not to become too reliant upon them. Seal clubbing mode. Hang on. I don't know what seal clubbing mode means, mate. I'm not going to lie. Once he's lying through here, he opens up this corner that we're in now. And how he does a, whatever it is, 24.4 through there, because he doesn't even seem that far ahead of me. I know it resets. That was a bit shit through there. And I'll tell you something else. I also like it when there's sorry, bear with me a second. I also like it when there's no settings for the cars, because then we're all racing on an even keel. And like Mitchell was saying the other day, again, this was on Discord. Hey, second time I've done that. I don't care if they have the settings on, but we should be able to see them. I'd like to see what settings everybody else is running. Go for the back. Starting last year was great. Middle part was so much time. In the middle sector you're talking about? There is a lot. I've got a lot of time that I can make up in that middle sector. I'm not getting the exit of that corner before the back straight right at all. Yeah, exactly. From the back you would club it. Yeah, you have to be really careful. If you notice, oops, maybe exit. You notice I'm quite careful the first couple of laps. Don't want to be over aggressive. And you can see from what happens around you, what happens if you are over aggressive. And I tend to find if you just take it a bit smoother, a bit less aggressive, a bit more chilled, then we saw it on that hairpin on that, I don't know what lap it was in that last race. Car comes in, takes out two other cars, and you gain three. Oh, that's a bit deep in there. You gain 3 places before you even know it. And you got to remember, I'm a second and a half to 2 seconds in some instances faster than these guys, so I'm in the wrong gear. So I should be able to get past. I'd be a bit worried if I couldn't, really. Of course, on this track, the easiest place to get past is down that back straight. And when it's all a bit crowded on this bend here, it's so hard to see this apex. And oops, I was trying to take you to the outside of the curb to show you how far up you go, but lost it. As long as your left wheels stay on that curb, is no penalty. Gotta be fair, mate. Gotta be fair. Although we did have a bit of contact in one of those races. I don't think it was the last one. I think it was the one before, wasn't it? Should always be fair. I treat people how I expect to be treated myself. I don't care where you come from, what your beliefs are, any of that stuff. Speak to anybody, mate. Oh, set a bloody lap time. Set a lap time! Ugh! How annoying's that? It's a bit of a shit one, but I'll still set a lap time. Oh, well, we're starting halfway up now. It's too late. Too late. Bugger. Forgot. Never mind. 25 seconds. Quick blast of the vape. Quick, oops, nearly knocked it over. Quick plug of the orange. I like the American server as well. I have no clue. I mean, I guess America's got a number of different time zones in it, but so I have no clue what time of the day it is really over there. I don't know if you guys know, but always seem to be in a lobby with some A pluses and some A's and whatnot. Where has it started? Am I still at the back? Oh, yeah, still at the back. I just look shit, don't I? That's what happens. Just look terrible. Okay, so our lap time would have put us P3 on my other account. We're still at the back. That's the main thing. Jack's not in this one, mate. He's not in this one. I want to know who this European visitor is. 5 to 8 hours behind. What was that? 2 o'clock in the afternoon. 8 hours. Is that right? 8 hours. 10 minus 8. Oh no, it's 11. 11 minus 8 is 3. So 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Somewhere between 3 and 7, I guess. Okay. So maybe there are some people who have finished work that are on. I wonder what this is like during the day though, because obviously if it's night time over there. It's night time over there. I wonder how competitive. I mean, it's not that. I don't feel it's that competitive now anyway, if I'm honest. I imagine it's ridiculously easy. 7 hours behind in Canada. Okay. I have been to both of those. I have been to America and to Canada. I've been to the west coast of America and the east coast of America a few times, and I've been to Canada. But I can't remember what time zones are. Barely know what day of the week it is, let alone time zones and stuff like that. Oh, this is a bit... Oh, it's a bit laggy or something then. So, what car is this in front? Oh, eyesight's not good enough. Is that a Ferrari? Once you get your nose in the... Oh, he's going to come back past, is he? Yeah, he is. We'll let him have that. No, we're not. He's being really fair. He's being really, really fair. He's backed out a bit. Okay. We'll have the corner then. We'll have the place then. Yeah, a lot of the racecraft, in my opinion, is about understanding where all the cars are around you. And you just got to keep an eye on your mirrors and just remember what cars are around. I don't need to know their names, but I do need to know that there's a vehicle there or wherever it might be. Again, it's only the first lap. There's no point in ruining our race here, so we're going to brake nice and early. And then that sort of thing happens. I don't know how many places we've just gained, but we gained a few. About 4, was it? 4 or 5 places? See, we're going around the outside that time. There was probably room, but I felt he was going to move over. Where's your dad live? Canada or America? Oh, I've been hit. I've been hit. I don't think that was really that intentional, if I'm honest. Oh, he's a little bit naughty, this geezer, isn't he? Right, bit of a clear track for a minute. See if we can make up a few places. Oh, that's not very good. That's a terrible corner. What that was all about. Okay. I love Canada. It's one of the nicest places I've ever been to. When I was about 13, I think it was, my dad took me for 5 days in Canada to see my family over there. And then we had 5 days at a wedding. Look at these chaps. 5 days at a wedding in San Francisco. Obviously, sort of Golden Gate Bridge and I can't think, but all the trams and all the rest of it in San Francisco. That was amazing to see. But Canada was just beautiful. Went to Niagara Falls. There's something about Canada. I really, really liked it. Maybe it's just the family there was a bit closer to those than I was in San Francisco. I don't know. Concentrating for a second. Done a couple of laps and we don't really seem to be gaining on this guy in front. He's got his penalty, so I'm kind of hoping we can take advantage of that. Got to be mindful of those people when you turn into the corner. I haven't come up the inside. I was watching where he was going, saw he went to the outside. You know it's safe then. But sometimes you can see him flying up the inside, you just avoid turning in, let him go flying on past. Definitely don't feel quite so fast in this race, but making steady progress still. Missed the cut a bit more of the inside of that corner if I could have. Be patient in there. Another one of them Porsches ahead. Two more laps to go after this one. Oh wait, I'm here. I messed up his exit there, but again, you've got to be aware of your surroundings. My geography, mate, is absolutely terrible. I have no clue where that is, but like I say, my experience in Canada it's a really, really lovely place. Seem to be going a bit deep into this corner every time now. Really, really lovely place. Been very fortunate, if I'm honest. I've been to a lot of countries, I've seen some very beautiful parts of the world. Haven't been to anywhere like Abu Dhabi or Maldives or Mauritius or anywhere like that. Nowhere too exotic. That's a penalty. That's my first penalty of the night. Just slipped slightly over it. A couple of pixels, there we go. So you've got 1.3 gap to the 1.4 gap to the car behind, so if we can maintain that, we should be okay. That was terrible through there. Any of you watching haven't hit the like button, if you could, I'd really appreciate it. And if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button too. Hopefully, with the wheel working, if it remains reliable, I'm going to be live streaming a bit more often. Can't commit to doing it every night in a week. I think it's a bit too much. Got quite a busy job, and I'm the father of 7 children, so it takes up a large proportion of my time. Obviously got a wife as well, as I'm sure many of you do. But bizarrely, even though we've been together for 20 years, still like spending time with me. And I like spending time with her too, of course. Most of the time. In case she's watching. I don't suppose she is for 1 second, but oh, don't think. Oh, throw it away! He's thrown it away! straight away. That's because I was just going a bit slower on the exit. How annoying is that? And this is going to hurt my SR a bit because I've had 2 penalties. Oh, wrong gear change. Never mind. How annoying is that? How annoying is that? Oh, we didn't come. Wow, we've dropped a lot. 13th. Oh well. Like I said, the account is here to have a bit of fun. I've got lots of other accounts. I think 3 other accounts. But what keeps happening is I get them to A+, and then I don't race them. So, it's just pointless really. So I like this one. I like the fact that I'm not in with a load of people I know. I don't know anyone in this room. And I can go from the back, I can go from, halfway up, whatever I want to do. If it gets to A+, it gets to A+. If it drops, it drops. Get to a B even, who cares? Not the end of the world. Right, enter again. Gotta remember not to set lap time, that's the issue. This is the issue. Excuse me. So next race at 10 past. I'll probably do the 10 past one, and I'll do the half past one. Excuse me. And then I'm likely to call it a night. Never. I can't remember what I said, Barry, if I'm entirely honest with you, mate. I can't remember what I said. One of 9 times well. Ranking board. Let's put that ghost on. It was frustrating that I couldn't seem to. I kept going deep into that first corner. What about? You saw when we had the ghost on. Wasn't an issue. Oops. Buttons just on this wheel just aren't quite as good as that the GT wheel that there comes with the DD Pro bundle. So handy to have all the traction control and brake balance etc. all on separate buttons. I wonder if I'm taking a slightly wider line in there. I think there's a bit more grip on the inside of the corner. That was a better first sector. I'm also taking more of that than I want to. Change up there to stop the car from spinning out. .55.2. If I can nail this final corner, this would be a good lap, but I'm not going to cross the finish line. Spun it! Oh, spun it again! Good job I was never going to finish the lap, right? Good job. I think that's a lot. So go back to Cheech's comment now. Fast drivers with poor awareness. I see this. I see it a lot. I see it a lot. You've got to be aware of what's going on around you. Now, a race in a lot of races on a daily basis, where drivers just don't know, or players, whatever you want to call them. They're just not aware of what's going on around them. And they think, oh no, I've got to move to the inside to defend it. Oh, that guy did a couple of races back. Oh, there's a car there. Yeah, you can't just move to the inside to defend it because you feel like it. You've got to do it at the right time. See, 3/10 slower through there, it's at least quarter of a second slower. Wish I could be a bit more consistent through that first sector, if I'm honest. that's a penalty as well. Doesn't really matter, does it? Means I can cross the start-finish line if I've got a penalty. Because it won't count. Brake's a little bit later there, but as you can see, it's not what we should be doing. And again, on the exit of the hairpin there, if you go off the curb, left-hand wheel goes off the curb, you get a penalty for that as well. Is the wheel a jump forward or just add to the immersion? No, I think I've got enough immersion, if I'm honest. I've got a 32-inch 4K curve monitor, and obviously the rig with the direct drive and the force feedback, the 8 newton meters of force feedback, and all the rest of it. Sometimes it's a bit weird actually, but sometimes it can feel like the whole rig is moving as you're sliding through the corners, and that's what I call proper immersion. The wheel itself, since I bought into the Fanatec ecosystem, I've really liked the McLaren GT3 wheel, and I need to not set this lap. I really like the McLaren GT3 wheel. Now, the other wheel, the GT Pro wheel, or whatever it's called, it's much better for Gran Turismo 7. It's designed for Gran Turismo 7, obviously. So my thought was, I'm going to buy it just so that if I start playing another game, whether it's ACC or Forza or whatever it happens to be, I've got another wheel I can race with. And I was kind of hoping it would be on sale on Black Friday, but it wasn't. And I'm going to sound probably a little bit arrogant in this, but it was only 200 quid for the wheel. And I figured, you know what, I'm going to treat myself. I've got to pay the bonus from work in November, and well, I don't treat myself to a lot of stuff. Most of my money goes on paying for my house and my children and all of that sort of stuff. So I thought I'll treat myself to a spare wheel. And that's what I got. And it's kind of fortunate that I did, because I'm fairly convinced it's the wheel that's the issue I'm experiencing. Maybe not the actual wheel itself per se, but the see, we tightened that line a bit too much there. Maybe not the wheel itself, but the QR1 light on the back of the wheel. So it's just an alternative wheel. I mean, I could have answered that a lot quicker, couldn't I? Just an alternative wheel, rather than trying to add anything particularly. A bit more gentle on the throttle that time. It's actually quite a good lap, so I don't want to cross the start-finish line this time. Not a terrible lap. Let's just pause it for a minute. We've only got 15 seconds. Only got 15 seconds. I'd like to, I'll be honest with you, I'd like to have the time to put out more content, more videos, stuff, but I'm not very good at the editing part. I tend to edit it on my work laptop, which I probably shouldn't do, but in order to get it onto my work laptop, I have to upload it to my OneDrive, then wait for it to sync to the cloud, then download it to my work laptop, then edit it, then do the voiceovers and all the rest of it. And it just takes so much time that someone else has probably released a video before me, and I just think that's just such like hard work. I much prefer this, where I can just come on and you can see firsthand exactly what's happening. There's only 15 in this race, and we're starting P14 in this one. I'm tempted, because what day is it? It's Thursday, it's nearly the end of the week. I'm tempted perhaps to set a bit of a lap time, maybe in the mid-low 27s, if we can. Perhaps I'll do that after this one, just to start a bit further forward. See if we can... Oh, I was racing this Cobains the other week. See if we can perhaps challenge a little bit at the front. I don't think we're going to challenge the top two. They seem really quick, but might be able to get a podium. If I can stay out of trouble and not get penalties like I did in the last one, or stack it like I did in the last one. I used to stack it all the time. All the time. So frustrating. I was quite quick before, but then you'd like go in a race and the pressure of the race was a bit too much and spin it or whatever. Seem to, since I've had my Fanatec stuff, seems to be a lot more consistent with that. So it's bought me maybe a couple of attempts with the pedals, and it's bought me a lot more consistency. So in that respect, it's money very well spent. If you value progressing in the game, of course. Depends how you feel about it. Oh, he's coming in there hot, so I'll let him have that place. Oh, he says as he gets a bit of a swapper on. He really wanted to come past, didn't he? And of course, he's probably looking at my lap time thinking, oh, he's slow. And now they're all crashing into each other, including... Really? That's what's irritating. That's what thing's irritating. Of course, another car spin. How do I get a penalty for that? This game's penalty system, this is something that I find very, very frustrating, I'm not going to lie. How can the game have been out nearly 2 years now, and it's still just as shockingly terrible, I nearly swore then, as it was when it first came out? If I'm doing qualifying and I hit a wall, why does it need to give me a 1.5 second time penalty? Why can't it just cancel my lap? Invalidate my lap? Now this is just a boring race. Irritating. Never mind. These things happen. Mustn't grumble, as they say. Well, that's my point. The 1.5 top, it's just pointless. It's so pointless. You've already messed up your lap. Why do you need to give me a 1.5 second time penalty, which invariably you don't even serve on the lap you're on, you serve it on the lap after, and sometimes it can even affect the lap after that if the penalty line is anywhere near the start-finish line. Just so annoying. I just don't understand why they can't fix that. It can't be a hard fix. You can see there's a comment. I'll read it in just a second to get out of here. Hiya Chris, how you doing, buddy? Had a bit of bad luck in this one. My man must have spun it there as well. That was the other guy that started at the back, wasn't it? And barging down way inside into turn 1. We were just discussing the trials and tribulations, Chris, of the GT7 penalty system. For those of you who aren't aware, Chris is a friend of mine via GT7. Both members of RTR, although he's much more active. Much more active than I am. And unless I'm mistaken, he has set a 127.5 round here. I can't get close to that, buddy. Quite how you've managed it, I do not know. What brake balance are you running, Chris? Yeah, they do. I assume you're in... Oh, I wonder what was going on then. I assume you're in the Ford as well. It really is the only car to be in round here now. Everyone started out in the Porsche at the start of the week. I think Tidgley was number one when I looked Monday, whenever it was on Monday. Yeah, I'm running 2 to the front, mate. The Ghost car chooses much different gear selections to me through there, but can't really work out why it does it. It seemed to help me a lot. Cheech, you pop up absolutely everywhere you do, buddy. Every time I go on anybody's stream, I'm fairly convinced I see you. Pretty sure I've seen you on Rory's stream, seen you on Mitchell's stream. Got a feeling you got a love-hate relationship with Kai, or P, or whatever his bloody name is. Or maybe it's a hate-hate relationship. Not sure. Slowly reining them in, but I think we're too little, too late. I don't know why I flicked down to second. I just felt like I needed to. Gonna get a freebie here by the look of it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. Oh, 10-point stream, that's where I've seen you as well. Has he got a 2.5 second time penalty as well? Bizarrely, all of a sudden we don't seem to be going too deep on that first corner. I do wonder whether or not we've been picking up a bit of slipstream down that straight, which I hadn't appreciated before. It's not 2.5 seconds. It's 2.5 seconds. For the 2 cars ahead. That's costing each of them a second. But if we can get within a second of these chaps. Oh, I've gone wide there and the wrong gear as well. That's annoying. Oh, I've just thrown that away. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Set a slightly far. Maybe not, you know, I'm not going to go all out, but set a reasonable one. See how we get on. Oof. I think I'll just manage to get both of them. Quite pleased with that move. Don't suppose they are. But it is what it is. That was a nice little switcheroo on the hairpin, wasn't it? Not sure I intended that particularly, but that's how it worked out. Well, it was a bit of a shit first lap, wasn't it? Oh, my DR and my SR went down. Come on. Never mind. Right, let's go and set a slightly faster lap. On a mid to low mid to low 127, so that's what we're after. Put us in the middle of the pack somewhere, or towards the front. Let's give it a go. Always find it easier to set a lap time when it goes in play. This is quite awkward on this wheel, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, it wasn't too bad, mate. And this is the thing with this game. If you can be quick and not pick up penalties, you're going to do well. Because you saw on that race there, so many cars getting penalties. Oh, brake too late. Oh, it wasn't too bad actually. So many cars getting penalties, and gives you the opportunity to take advantage. Get the slide on there. Kind of helps us a bit, I think. Kept the ghost nice out of there. Where's that timing screen? How do I get to that? So, a bit slow through the first sector. Probably lost tenth and a half. It's a pretty good second sector. Just under a 30.5. Struggle out that corner all the time. Oh, we set at 126.9. Never mind. Bit faster than we wanted to, really, but I got excited that we did a good second sector. Oops, wrong gear. I have set a 30 point. I know that was a 30.4, but it was a 30.499. I have set a low 30.4 through that middle sector before. That was rubbish. Cheers, buddy. The crowd asked me to set a fast lap, so, you know, best I can do at short notice. get off the throttle there. I'm going to take a slightly longer line down to the start finish line. I'll work out when's the best time to flick up to 60, you know. Oh, back end started going out on me. No, didn't get the exit I got that last time. You can see the lap falling away from me. Still not a bad lap. .26.8. Well, I'm going to spin it. Pointless. That's pointless. Apparently I'm capable of a 126.5 just from those 3 laps. 126.705 even. And that's another issue of mine, keeping the concentration level going for more than 3 or 4 laps, which is why I prefer daily race B. That, alongside not having to worry about tyre wear too much, not having to worry about fuel saving and all that stuff. Driving with 1 foot for a minute. But, yeah, that's a quick lap time, RL. You can see from the lobby I'm in, a 127.1 would probably put you right at the top of the 8s. Do you reckon? Do you know what? What have I done? A 126. What have I done? A 126. Have I done a 126.7 or 126.8? I can't remember now. I might have done a 126.7. But whatever it is, whatever my fastest lap is, annoyingly, and I can't remember what sector it even was, I had a 10th, and there was definitely a 10th and a half in it. But, hey ho. It is what it is. Smooth. Being smooth is what it's all about, especially through that first sector. It's hard, like those rumbles as you go, it's hard to explain, but you go round to the left and then round to the right and through the through the tunnel. Can I get there in time? Probably not. If you take too much of those rumbles, or it just unsettles the car a bit too much, it's really hard to get it turned in to the right hander to get under the tunnel. Oh, not this corner here. This corner here. You want to be kind of going at this angle, so that you can open up this corner to get on the power around here. That makes sense? Yeah, it happens, mate. It happens. But that's part of the battle, isn't it, when you're doing quality, is to string it all together. Well, look, we're in P2. So your 127.1 would have put you in, I don't know, whatever, 3rd, 4th, 5th, something like. Right. And that's right in with the A pluses. You need to hold 104 miles an hour. Is that through that section I was just talking about with the rumble strips? Okay. Turn before the rumbles. So the right hander, as you've got kind of just cut a tiny little bit off. Okay, I'll have a look. not going to have a look during the race, but I'll have a look next time I do qualified. Which won't be on this stream because this is the last one for me. This is the last one. Got work tomorrow. My last day of work tomorrow. Probably going to be half a day. And very luck. They haven't told us we can go early, but I work from home anyway. So whatever's happening will happen in the first half of tomorrow, and then we'll call it a day. Cut a bit of the curve, lob it into the right hand. Yeah. Yeah. Right, let's sort out this brake balance. Radar on. I can't believe Wynn's on like a Thrustmaster T300 or something, isn't he? He's just so quick. But he's got youth on his side. I think you're younger than me as well, Chris, but got youth on his side. That's my excuse. Got bad eyesight. I'm old. It's all going downhill, mate. All going downhill. So I haven't actually started a race this far forward this week at all, so I have no clue where the braking point into turn 1 is. I'm going to use P1 as my ghost car. See how consistent this guy is. Merc's right up my jacksie. Just about clinging on to the slipstream of P1. Going to need to be a little bit careful where we brake into here. Not too bad. Oh. Oh, nearly lost it there. This car is particularly poor through this sector compared to the Porsche. Merc behind getting a bit out of shape. Got a feeling he might have clipped me there. Felt like he did. Might be wrong. I just couldn't seem to get it slowed down into that corner properly. And this battle with P3 is going to cost me. It's going to cost me keeping up with P1, annoyingly. Slowly edging away he is. think he just hit me again, didn't he? Lost that slipstream now. Braking too early there. P1 didn't get a good exit, catching him. Oh, he's got a penalty, he's gone wide. I don't know how to look back. You don't bump draft into... no, he's not, is the truth of it. That's the reality. You don't bump draft someone as they're entering into the braking zone into a corner. He's got a bit of a swapper on the exit there, the guy behind. Not quite quick enough to keep up with P1, annoyingly. Nearly lost it again. He's gone wide on the exit there as well. There might be another penalty for him. I've got a feeling P3's disappearing out the picture in a second. Oh, wide on that one, really wide. Much quicker than me through that first couple of sectors. He's just not got the speed down his straight to keep up. See if he has got a penalty, see if he drops back. He didn't. Oh, I forgot to brake. Oh, I was could have sworn he had a penalty. How wide he's going on the exit. He was always... Oh, really? He's always going to make a move there, won't he? We're going to pull over to the inside. Going to protect this inside line. Parked it on the apex so he couldn't come past. very defensive driving there, but we did manage to keep P2 because of it. Couldn't keep up with P1. He was proper quick. They were right in the middle of the A pluses. Oh, yeah. I'll have to have a look at Wynn's video, although by the time I watch it, this combo will be over. Have you seen the combo for next week? I think it's what is it? Is it Catalunya and what's the other one? Is it Spa? Or Suzuka? Suzuka, I think it is. Suzuka and Catalunya, I think. Well, I haven't really got the right buttons to do this, but I'm going to say congratulations to the guy in front. Congratulations, well done. I haven't got an R2, so I have to go up there and press X. And then I'm also going to say to this guy, who's in P3? Sloth. Sloth. Thanks for the clean race. Although he did keep tapping me. Oh, he's left. Let's come out now. Suzuka, Daily B, and Catalunya, Daily C. I'm not going to lie. I absolutely loathe both of those tracks. And actually, I think either of them could be Group 3 and either of them could be Group 4. Don't know what you guys think, but we shall see. We shall see. Again, you know, I'm not going to get on, I guess it's the same for everybody, but I'm not going to get on much Monday and Tuesday. I've got family over both days, so I'm unlikely to put in much practice Monday and Tuesday. So I'm only really going to get on Wednesday, Thursday, maybe, if I'm lucky. You should upload your fastest ghost plan. Well, for this week, I can do that. I don't know if this is faster or the other one. Should we have a quick look? We are currently 273rd in the world. It's going to the 200s. Because I can't recall, I'm not going to lie, I can't recall if... Oh, let me flip it over to the other screen again so you guys can see. There I am. Oh, it's a 7. It was a 7. So I reckon there is a... I don't know if Chris is still in the room, but there probably is a 5 in me somewhere. If I could dedicate another 2 or 3 hours to non-aliens. Non-aliens. You're pretty quick, Kuru. I think you're pretty quick. And RL. And Shumi. Shumi is another one who's ridiculously quick. And Jenki's not far behind either. Right, so I'll upload this one. 126.7. Let's go to that account quickly while I remember. Because if I don't, I think it's unlikely I'm going to play tomorrow. Just because... Yeah, thanks for joining, Berry. Like I said, if you haven't already, if you guys could hit that like button, I'd really, really appreciate it. I might have already shared it, though. I'm going to have a look. I'll have a look. I think you have to come in the top 10 to actually be able to share it on the lobby leaderboard. Really? Wow. You're doing awesome, mate. Honestly, doing awesome. Come on. Good night, Wayne. Take care, buddy. Just going to share this for everybody. Oh, hang on. You guys can't hear nothing now. Sound coming out the TV rather than the monitor rather than the 3D capture card. Where do I do it? Where do I do it? Where do I do it? This is assuming I've saved it, right? Must be in it. I probably did. I have, look. And you can see, you can see what I do. I'll start off with what I think, oh look, I got into the 126s. I'll save that. Then I'll set a slightly faster time, then slightly faster time, slightly faster time. Anyway, let's share this one if I haven't already. Yeah. Open to all. Fastest. Oh, hang on. How do I haven't got the L2, have I? How do I delete? Here comes delete. Square. Is it that one? Yeah. Fastest. Is that triangle? Yes. Plan. Space. I can't put capitals. I hate not being able to put capitals. Especially for names. 50. That'll do. Done. I don't ever put any tags in, but feel free to have a hunt for it. Should we have a quick watch of it? I'll have a quick watch before we disappear. I'm going to put my headphones on just so I can actually hear the car sound. Oh, how do I change view now? That's the next problem. So braking just before the curve on the right hand side there. Flick down into first, up into second as you exit. Cut a little bit of the curve on the left there. Cut a little bit of the curve on the right. Could have cut a little bit more than that really. What's my sector time? Is it going to tell us? It feels quite slow, 24/7. So I know I've been through there with 27, whatever it is, 24.5. So I know there's a 10th and a half in that first sector. It's annoying that when you're watching a replay you can't change, like, see the bit at the bottom where it says track map. It's a shame you can't change that. Use as much of this curve on the outside here as you possibly can. Left hand wheels need to stay on the curb. Don't need to rev this car out hugely, but you do need to rev it out a bit. Braking, that was about 130 metres. See, I didn't get a perfect exit there either. I'm just going to go back 10 seconds because I want to see my throttle inputs as I come out there. See if I lift, see if I come on the throttle and then come off. Because it looks like I did, but I wasn't watching the throttle. On? No, I didn't. Okay, I kept it in. Fair enough. Keep your foot in there, clearly. Shortest route to the line. Keep this one tight. As you come over the brow of the hill, flick up to 6. Yeah, the last one's hard, mate. 1:26.782. There we go. Right. That's there anyway for you guys to have a look in your own free time. Oops. Come out that. Come back to that one. And like I said earlier on, if any of you are watching now who weren't watching earlier, if you could hit the like button, that's great. If you're new around here and you haven't subscribed, you can hit the subscribe button as well. That would really help me out. Thank you to everybody who's joined me this evening. Thank you to everybody who's joined me over the last few months of all of my live streams and all the rest of it. Really, really appreciate your support. It's unlikely I'm going to be live streaming between now and certainly Christmas. So Merry Christmas to each. It's gone a bit blurry for a second. Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. I hope you all have a fantastic time. And if I don't see you in the gap between Christmas and the New Year, we'll see you in 2024. Till then, take care of yourselves. Thank you. Good night.